I think it's important that together as a committee that we begin Chairman Comer's therapy session.
Well, human pinata and Jim Jordan bosom buddy, James Comer, he's had a rough couple weeks. Comer, you probably know, chairs the Biden impeachment, which was nothing more ever than a way to try to dirty up Biden and rehash old, discredited garbage that they claim to have on him, which, of course, same stuff that actually got Trump impeached the first time. We have these Ukrainian sources that know that Biden was paying A, B, C, or D, and they're really just to say things, right? Because Fox News and New York Post, they can go out and they can just make these ridiculous claims, and they're not held accountable in our system for it. So it's been really so much fun to just see Comer get his ass kicked over the past 2 weeks. I mean, it's like a boxer who's, actually I'd say more like a wrestler, like the WWE. If it were real, team fight who's in the corner, and somebody comes in and just boom, boom, and they're sort of,
oh my God! What?
As they're reeling, you tag your guy who comes in and he comes in and goes poof and finishes them off. Jared Moskowitz and Jamie Raskin, two brilliant Democrats, they finished him off together, 1-2 punch, to make Comer look like the absolute fool that he is. A little different in style. I love, there's different Democrats who do different things, with Gavin Newsom. It's a brilliant recall of facts. I mean, he can recite the numbers and the figures and put them in emotional ways and just destroy people like he did DeSantis in that debate. When it comes to Jasmine Crockett, just these righteous rants full of sort of passion and fury. Jared Moskowitz is better at using sarcasm than almost anybody I've ever seen. I think we should just jump right into it here, where he holds a therapy session and hopes that Comer's doing okay. Let's watch that first.
But the only way we as a committee are going to help Chairman Comer get better is we have to get to the root cause, right? So for today's therapy session, I want to talk about denial, right? The denial that the impeachment hearings are over. And the denial, obviously, that he started with the 1023 form, which was Russian disinformation. And so, Chairman Comer, psychology teaches us that, someone might be, like him, using denial as a defense mechanism. And signs include that you refuse to talk about the problem, you find ways to justify your behavior, you blame other people or outside forces for causing the problem, you persist in your behavior despite the consequences, you promise to address the problem maybe in the future, or you avoid thinking about the problem. And so in addition to these signs that Chairman Comer has been displaying, as we saw in the beginning, he also might be feeling hopeless or helpless. I just want the chairman to know that we're pulling for him.
Yeah, boys and girls, I think you had to have enjoyed that as much as we. Just the dripping sarcasm, the condescension to this guy who's run this impeachment, as he pointed out, that was started off of Russian disinformation, continued via Chinese disinformation. I mean, you almost sort of feel like maybe some countries will feel left out by Comer. Where's Venezuela? Iran? I mean, come on, guys. Come on, Comer and Jordan, you should be able to find some more countries to hand you propaganda so you can, do your treason for them too.
We are 2 months away from enriching weapons-grade uranium to be used for peaceful purposes.
In any case, Comer, completely ripped, and then decided to, sort of open his mouth again, to which the leading Democrat on this committee, Jamie Raskin, just sat and made fun of him, ripped him, and of course reminded him that they could always call Jared Moskowitz back in the room to destroy him again, which sent shivering fear through Comer. He almost got in the fetal position on the floor. Ooh, I said fetal. That should upset some Republicans. In any case, check it out.
I agree you've been talking about bank statements for more than a year, but they don't show anything other than there was no crime.
So it's okay for, as Tony Bobulinski said, for China to bribe Joe Biden's family with $9 million.
But that's the lie that's been discredited. I mean, where is your impeachment investigation? If Joe Biden took a $9 million bribe from China, why aren't you impeaching him for that?
Well, who says we're not?
Well, I can invite Mr. Moskowitz to come back in. Do you want to move for impeachment today? Because I thought that was your main agenda item. You said it was the paramount priority of the committee. And I will tell you this. If you believe that it would have been illegal for Joe Biden to take $5 million from Ukraine, it certainly would have been. What do you think about Donald Trump taking more than $5 million from the Chinese government while he was president?
Well, we know that Donald Trump had a legitimate business that he talked about and he campaigned on.
The legitimate business was the White House.
What business?
He sold the White House.
So if you're Jim Comer at this point, do you have any pride at all? Do you get up in the morning, put your clothes on, go outside, and sort of, are you able in mixed company to like hold your head up high and not just look down in shame? I mean, this is a guy who came there, and he reminds you of many others, Nancy Mason, others, pretending to be a serious person. He forgot that you can't do that anymore and be a Republican. That's not the culture of the party. It's a circus, the culture of the party. You have to juggle, flaming pins or go and try to tame a tiger. It's all spectacle, bred in circuses. They're a joke. So thank you to Raskin and to Moskowitz, God, that dripping sarcasm, for making Comer look exactly like the buffoon that he is.